Welcome back, everybody, to Indigo Unknown.
Indigo.
I'm Brendan.
I'm Waylon.
And it's episode 14 tonight.
14.
Which is we're 7 episodes removed from Waylon doing the intro. This was supposed to be his big night.
It's a big night.
He squandered it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do the intro.
Well, it didn't.
Said that I'm better at it. I think were his exact words. That I'm the best host.
We'll go with that.
Also, we didn't do an opening story tonight because there's a lot to cover in our topic. We figured it'd be better off just to dive right into it rather than waste time on a man from a country that doesn't exist or something like that.
Narnia.
Yeah.
Torrid.
So tonight's topic...
Colonel Sanders.
Yes. All about...
Numerology.
Exactly. So, I think Kyle Kinane said it best in his podcast, The Boogie Monster. Shout out to Kyle. We're not sponsored and we don't know him. Shout out.
Kyle.
He said that he doesn't know if any of this sort of stuff is real, but the world is a much more magical place if you believe it. So that doesn't hurt anything. Were you jerking off under the table? What was that?
I'm wondering why the table's moving. I don't know.
Oh, it's because I'm tugging on its heartstrings.
Gotcha.
There we
Table's
go. Get a
heartstrings.
good shake. That's it. That'll do it.
There you go.
So, Waylon just dropped his notes on purpose because he thought it would be funny. Anyhow, so the world's a more magical place if you believe it. I think numerology definitely falls under that category. I don't know if any of this is fact. However, when I determine my own numbers, and we'll get into what numbers and what they are. There you go. Get that all together. Waylon's research I printed for him. When I found my numbers, it seemed that they were all pretty accurate. And I don't want to seem like a dick, but they were all kind of complimentary. It seemed like they were all very nice things.
What number repeated itself?
I am the best at everything, I think was what the numbers laid out.
Okay. I asked for a number.
Which one? Exactly.
Did you have more numbers than, did they reoccur?
What are you talking about?
I'm for mostly 3s and 5s.
No, but I do have a couple of, I've got an 11 twice,
Totally
which is a
stupid.
master number. We'll get into that. And I've also got a 22, which is also a master number. But other than that, no reoccurrences. So I've got 3 master numbers in my biz.
Gotcha.
Can you dig? You dig it?
No.
You dig it?
No.
Yeah, you dig it. So, Waylon, what is numerology? Wrong.
Numerology is the study of numbers and the occult in which they reflect certain...
No. We had a bathroom break there.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
which they reflect certain aptitudes and characteristics, tendencies, like universal...
Yes. Adverb.
Too drunk to taste the chicken.
The study of numbers and their meanings, and certain numbers can determine certain aspects of your life.
Cosmic plan.
Yourself. Yeah, I guess.
Perhaps a cosmic plan.
Yeah, cosmonauts. Captain Marvel, one of my favorite
Captain
heroes.
Morgan.
Captain Morgan
is one of my favorite heroes.
Yeah, Captain Universe. He's a
Captain
good one.
Universe.
He's big time. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that'll do it for numerology.
All right, have a great night.
We try that shtick every week, don't we? That we end the episode early.
We do.
Nobody believes it. Nobody listens to this, but nobody believes it
Yeah,
either.
nobody listen. You have to have listeners
What's the
before you
trick?
believe it. So
Yeah, come on. Seeing is not believing. Hearing is believing, and nobody's doing that.
Have you ever had numbers reoccur
Yeah.
in your life? Like you always see the number?
Yeah. At different stages of my life, yeah. Nothing significant in the last several years that I can think of. But I noticed that when I was in my early teens, I think it was the number 12 or 13, I kept seeing continuously. Like over and over and over.
Friday the 13th marathon.
It could be, or it could be the number 4. We'll talk about when you calculate some of these numbers that you reduce, you add the numbers together, unless they're master numbers.
Yeah.
In which case, usually you don't. So there's a lot to cover. It's confusing as shit for the most part.
It is.
Let's talk about the different numbers.
All right.
All right. So we've got numerology generally covers numbers 1 through 9, and then master numbers 11, 22, and 33. So when you're calculating, for the most part, if you end up with a 11, 22, or 33, you don't reduce it. But if you ended up with like a 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5, so the number would be 5. But we'll, before we get into the calculations and the different types of numbers, how about number 1? That is
the loneliest number.
Yes. Actually, before we get into that, credit to Numerology.com, because that's where we got a lot of this research from. A lot of this information came straight from there. So if you're interested in numerology, go to Numerology.com. I think it's a really powerful tool. It's a good jumping off point if you want to learn more about this, because all the information is there and free.
It does dive into everything, pretty much. Every number.
Yeah, it seems like everything that I'd read elsewhere on numerology is covered on Numerology.com. So real easy to find, Numerology.com.
And easy to follow on the page.
Yeah, it's all really well explained and in depth. So, the number 1, the primal force. Positive and negative characteristics for every number. A 1 could be individualistic. There we go. Individualistic. Independent. Shows leadership, drive. It's the most masculine number.
1.
It's a self-starter kind of thing. Progressive, strong-willed.
Is it because it's phallic?
Courageous. Yeah, because it looks like a big fat wang, you fucking idiot. Self-reliant. And could be rebellious in a constructive way, but negative characteristics. Ones can be stubborn, selfish, weak, undisciplined, or a pariah, like the type of fish that eat other things quickly with large teeth. Yeah. No, it's a piranha.
Brendan's a 1.
So 1 could be a piranha or a pariah.
Pariah Carey.
Yes, Pariah Carey, my favorite
fish singing
drug addict. Yeah. No, shout out to Pariah. Much love to Pariah. So number 2 is the opposite of 1. It's going to be the most feminine number. Call it the all-knowing. Sensitive, tactful, cooperative. Peacemakers. They're loving, studious, sensual, and intuitive. Musical qualities about them. However, 2s are often discontent, to be seen as spoiled or lazy people. Careless, perhaps, particularly with the truth. So, fucking liars.
Yeah. You're doing an awesome job.
And they're oversensitive when it comes to their faults. So Waylon is a 2.
I am definitely a 2.
He is the second fiddle. He's number 2.
No.
So, full circle. Full circle. Look at you. Every time I say that you're not good at this, you get mad.
I'm a 2 with a big 1. Oh.
These are all dick jokes tonight, folks.
No.
We've got numerology is the music of the dicks. Study of the dick.
Study of the dick.
Number 3, creative, imaginative, expressive, artistic, joyful, jovial, dynamic. A lot of positive things to go with the 3. It literally says the list goes on and on. However,
I believe I'm a 3.
do you have any 3s in your numbers? Spoiler alert, we calculated our own numbers prior to the show. We'll get into them.
2 3s.
That doesn't mean anything. No, I could. Negatively, there's usually a price for as great as 3s are. Could be vain or too extravagant. Complain a lot, like Waylon. Intolerant, like Waylon.
Shit.
Hypocrites, Waylon.
Like Brendan.
He's a racist, and he's a minority.
No, I'm not.
Not either of those things.
No.
Impatient, superficially.
I'm definitely not a 3 then. A 3 is...
sure you are.
Shut the fuck up. 2.
So number 4, the salt of the earth. Who doesn't love a little salt,
Yeah.
Disciplined, strong, stable, pragmatic, which is actually a illness that Pariah Carey suffers.
She does.
No, that's not true. Down to earth. They're patriotic, typically, trustworthy,
Not Brendan, he's a terrorist.
Worthless, like Waylon, trustworthy, rather.
Worthless.
Not a terrorist. In fact, you'll see from my numbers later, I am the opposite of a terrorist.
Okay.
None of them say that. They don't say you're a non-terrorist or anything. But honestly, I'm not, though. Let's get real. Negative sides of a 4. They... boring.
I like Brendan.
I'm a lot of fun. They lack imagination, or they can, I guess.
It's like a number of shit-talking
emotions,
episode right
empathy.
now. You're number 3, oh yeah?
Any of the
you're number
positives.
2, you fucking
Anything
2.
positive, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Anything negative, yeah, that's totally you.
Me.
I'm Waylon.
It's like the kid cussing in class real quietly. So
we heard you.
Yeah, we heard you, negative Nancy.
Talking all that online internet.
Yeah, trolling us.
So 4s can be vulgar, crude, boring, emotionless. They don't really give a shit about their appearance. Like, socially awkward. Number 5. Number 5.
I agree with that one.
Dynamic force. Energetic. They're kind of daring. Sensual. Quick thinking. Courageous. Witty. Like Brendan. However, unstable, chaotic,
like Brendan.
Careless.
Brendan.
Should be aware of the consequences of drug abuse and unhealthy sexual tendencies.
Definitely Brendan.
Like unprotected masturbation.
Yep, with fruit.
So always wrap up your fruit, kids.
Wow.
Kids like our audience, not like children.
Yeah.
You fucking freak. All our puberty-aged listeners. Yeah. If you're gonna
over the 18,
if you're gonna do anything, do it safe.
Yeah.
All right. And if you're pre-pubescent too, don't do anything.
No.
None of that.
Don't even listen to this show.
Yeah, not for you. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Scram.
Turn the show off.
6, the caretaker. Responsible, loyal, maternal figures, fair, idealistic, teachers typically. They can overdo their protectiveness, become kind of anxious, like Waylon, paranoid, emotionally unstable, jealous.
I sense a little jealousy in your voice.
No, actually, I only have 1 6, and it is the 6 of fuck you. 7 is the seeker. Not just a lucky number, spiritual, intelligent, and knowledgeable, a lot of inner wisdom, contemplative, serious. They can be kind of distant, sarcastic, backstabbers at their worst, melancholy, cowardly. Number 8, we're getting right after it here. Number 8, balance and power. People who don't typically shower much, like Waylon. No, 8 is
on the daily. I'm not an 8.
8 is authoritative. It has nothing to do with shower.
Yeah,
so
no, there's no shower.
If you calculate your numbers and you're an 8 and you shower, it's fine. You can do both. Authoritative, business-minded. They enjoy control. Tend to be powerful. So think business type.
Brendan.
Balanced. Detached from materialistic goods. Successful, realistic. Brendan. Management positions a lot of times are street smart, good judge of character.
Like Waylon.
They can be cruel, violent, kind of bullyish, or greedy, or at their worst, intolerant, religious zealots.
That was number 8.
So I wonder if Fred Phelps was an 8, and he went to the extreme negative on that.
He was negative 8.
Probably an 8 for his life path.
Probably
and
nothing
he went on
life.
he went way south.
Yeah.
Number 9, global awareness.
By the way, real fast, 9 is a powerful number.
How so? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you
9.
what?
It's
What do you what? What are you talking about? What?
Let me finish.
What?
No, continue. I won't
No,
share
no,
my
go
knowledge. No, it's too late.
Well, you don't have any knowledge. You're lying.
I have tons of knowledge. Number 6.
Incorrect.
6.
You are an 8 because you don't shower.
Wow.
No, really. What do you mean? 9's a powerful number. Do you mean as far as numerology or?
Just in general, it's the number of completion. 9 is the number of completion.
If you can finish 9 times, that's record setting.
Starting now.
Is that
Go.
is that not how you meant?
Go. No, it's just the number of completion. 9 is the number of completion.
Well, I guess it's the highest you can get without going into 2 digits. And from a numerology standpoint, typically with 2 digits, you reduce. So a 10 would be a 1. So 9 is
Or if you have dyslexia,
sort of the highest number. That's true. You end up with 01 or... Yeah. Anyhow, 9's global awareness, helpful, compassionate, creative, self-sufficient, proud, charitable, self-sacrificing. They can become egocentric, self-pitying, cold, or mentally unstable, which sound like bad news, sentimental, or arrogant. So 11, now we're into the master numbers. 11, like me a couple times. Let's get into this. A master number, the 11 is the most intuitive of all numbers. Instinctual, charismatic, dynamic, capable when its sights are set on a concrete goal, like doing a show with a deadbeat co-host. The 11 is the number...
Don't be hard on yourself, man. You'll get there.
The number 11... associated with faith and physics. However, negatively, 11s can be anxious, shy, stressed, conflicted, scattered. If focus is not applied towards a goal, they can be extremely self-sabotaging. Positive characteristics can turn into obstacles if they're not understood or used properly. You ready for the next master number?
Yes. 22.
22.
22.
Which, if anybody knows 10 codes,
1022
means cancel.
Cancel.
So
that.
strange that in cop speak, stop is the same as the master builder. 22 is the master builder. And
I don't see how that's tied with 1022.
Well, it's the exact opposite, so it's a little ironic, isn't it? You dumb.
It's not ironic.
You
It's
fucking. You
Continue.
Ate, you fucking. 22 is the most powerful of all numbers, able to turn lofty dreams into realities. Confident, ambitious, pragmatic, like Pariah, and disciplined. However, impracticality and self-imposed pressure can get the better of the 22. If they don't know their own potential, they'll miss out or shy away from important opportunities. 33. The master teacher. The master teacher, humanitarian, understanding, knowledgeable, mover, and a shaker. Like salt. As a master number, when the positive potential of this number is not used properly, they tend to become preachy, careless about others, putting too much focus on their personal agenda. Brandon. Not a 33. However, I did read that the master numbers, if you reduce them, it's more or less the extreme of that number. So like an 11 is like an extreme 2, 22 is an extreme 4, 33 is an extreme 6. So it's like those on a like an escalated level. Indeed.
So instead of reducing them, you just add them together.
That would be reducing because you're reducing 2 digits to 1. You're making 1 out of 2.
Adverb.
So that's a reduction through addition. And you haven't showered today. So
Number 8.
we're going to go right back.
I did actually. It was a nice shower. I'm trying new body wash. It smells delicious.
Is it Old Spice?
It is. It's a
Is it Bear Gloves?
Arctic Reef. No, however I like Bear Glove.
Arctic. Aquatic Reef?
That too. No, this is a new one. It just came out yesterday.
I don't think that's true.
Optic.
Optic. Like
Optic,
visual.
like visual.
Visual reef.
Yeah, you can see the reef. It takes you away to the Optic Reef.
I believe that's in that's off the coast of
Australia.
Northern Australia.
Yeah, northern.
Yeah. Right by the Great Barrier and the Information Superhighway.
Yep, near the lake in Western Virginia.
Hendrickson
Pond.
where Tarpey roams.
Tarpey. Wow.
God damn it.
I wonder how many people like listen to this like, holy shit.
I'm sure they're sick of us by now.
And they're...
But I got to say, as far as numerology is concerned, this ended up being a lot more fascinating than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, well, if you see the number 5 a lot, it means you're a dreamer, and if you see the number 2 in places, it means that you're going to be prosperous. It's so much more than that. There's way more in depth. There's different numbers, which Waylon will cover right now, and depending on what what those numbers are and how they correlate, it can really tell a lot about you. And I found all mine to be really accurate, which was shocking. I thought it was going to be all nonsense. It was going to be like a fortune cookie where it says like, good things happen to you sometimes, but I don't know, it almost seemed like it was written for me by someone who knew me.
In bed.
Yeah, somebody in bed,
to
right.
Fortune.
Yeah, you got to make it shitty.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Should we tell the listeners about how to get their number before we even start on...
Well, there's a lot of numbers.
No, how the names, like...
Oh, as far as turning... Okay, so as far as... like for some of these numbers that we're going to talk about, you use your birthday. You just use those numbers. For some, you use your name. There's one, I forget which, you use consonants in your name. There's another, you use the vowels. One, you use your full name.
I believe that was Hidden Passion was the vowels.
Well, we'll get into the specifics. But to turn letters into numbers, you use what's called the Pythagorean alphabet, which Waylon's even got it written down. He did do something. Maybe you're not an 8.
Research.
Again, 8s are fine. I'm not making fun of 8s.
I thought you said ape.
Yeah, you're an ape. Look at you.
A showering
You
ape.
gorilla.
Yeah.
You unshowered.
Optic
You and your optic reef. So explain the Pythagorean alphabet to us. 8. Waylon.
It's a number 3. I'm a 3.
Well, it depends on what number we're talking about.
But yeah, if you...
Pythagorean alphabet.
Like my first name would be Waylon. I'd be...
Wait. What's your first name?
Waylon. You're Brendan. Welcome back to Indigo.
When?
Since who knows?
What was your?
We'll go back to reincarnation.
What was your
Maybe
name
it's
in
been
the last
my name
episode?
for a long time.
I thought you were Brendan.
No,
go ahead.
No, I didn't
go
want
ahead.
to sound stupid, so I'm Waylon.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. That hurt. Cut deep.
Number 8. So Waylon, which 5.
Okay.
Okay,
Stop.
what's the easiest? Yeah, that's going to be confusing as
Jesus.
shit. So.
All right, so A is 1.
It's Waylon, not Jesus.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, so on until you get to 9,
which
and
is
then
I.
it rolls over. So I is 9, and then J would be a 1. So forth. R is 9. S is a 1.
Z.
And then Z is an 8.
Also a car. Z8.
Nope.
By Pontiac.
You're thinking of V8. Splash.
1970.
Smoothies.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, it goes 1 through 9, 1 through 9, 1 through 8. So it just rolls over. So, like a W would be a 5. A would be a 1. So on.
So 5173865
would be your first name, which you can't really decode backwards like that because you'd be like, well, which 5? Because there's 3 5s. But what's the first number? And we'll get into some calculations.
Optic reef. Let's go with the life path number.
Life path number.
It's the single most important number in the numerology chart because it acts as a blueprint. Pretty much. You okay? Okay.
Yeah, my coaster was wobbly. So really
outline
threw me
how
off my
your
game.
life will play out. It's pretty much the most important number because it's pretty much just like it said and how it reads. It's a blueprint outline how your life will play out.
Strange.
Opportunities and challenge faced along the way are heavily influenced by the life path. So basically, it's the most important number.
Yeah, that's the big one. The life path is, if you're going to look into numerology, first one you want to look at is your life path. Because when I looked at that,
gave you a 0, right?
Yeah, it said that I am nothing. No, it's not a 1 to 10 scale or anything like that. But when I looked at that, that's what really got me interested. Because when I read what an 11 is, I thought, yeah, that seems like me, at least to me. I mean, I don't want to sound pompous and be like, "Yep, I'm great," but I usually do.
I mean,
anyway.
don't change now.
Yeah,
don't change now.
I've been.
Might as well.
Come on, the first fiddle.
Yeah,
the 11th fiddle.
Pompous asshole.
But
pretty
anyhow,
much the life
that's what
number,
really got me interested.
I'm talking,
was seeing how accurate that was.
So
Hendrickson. Oh,
Tarpey. So pretty much the full birth date. Use the full birth date and then reduce.
Right. So you add
like since I'm 21.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah.
The life path is the sum of the numbers of your date of birth. So let's say your birthday was January 1st, 1995. So it would be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 5. Which, let's say that'd be what? 12, 21.
Carry the 3.
Yeah, so 26. I believe that's 26. So 2 plus 6, because then you reduce that to a single digit, would be 8, and you don't take showers. No, 8 showers.
So if you're born January 1st, 1995,
your life path number is an 8.
Go get some
if my math is
optic
correct,
reef and take a shower.
Rinse off. You 8.
You dirty 8. Let's see. Up next, the expression number. That's while your life path number plots your life's lessons and how you handle them. The expression number pretty much is all about your natural strengths and weaknesses, given your time of birth.
So that's
pretty much like a destiny number.
That's the expression.
Destiny.
It's also called the destiny number, and that's your full birth name translated to numbers like we did before. So that math can be kind of a bitch, but you can find online calculators for all of these for free and for cheap, yo.
I am an 8. Look at that.
Yeah, I told you, you unshowered.
But I do shower, so no, I'm not an 8. I'm a 3.
Oh, life path 3?
No.
Or expression 3?
Life path. Expression is...
It's an 8, isn't it?
It's an 8.
Yeah, fucking...
Optic reef.
So, do you want to, as we go through each of these, say what we are?
Yeah.
And I guess
you're an asshole.
Yes. Got me. I guess if the listeners want to follow along at home, they can try to determine if that's accurate or not. So, my life path, 11. A master number. Yours?
3.
3s. Oh, the creative child. You are a child, is what that says.
But I'm creative, nonetheless.
So is an 11. Anyhow,
okay.
Expression number.
I'm a 3 expression destiny. As well.
6.
You're a 6? What's a 6 on?
Oh, from the chart. 6 is the caretaker. What's yours? What was yours? A 3 also?
3.
So a double creative child. So you are a very small child. And the creativity cancels
2
out.
small children equal an average size. You take the 2 3s.
Yeah, but the creativity doesn't match up. Like one of them's really into colors, the other one's really into music. So worthless, really.
Nice. Moving on.
Go on.
The expression number.
We just did that. That was the destiny number.
We just finished that one.
So very good. Do you want me to read from that list?
I was
also
summing up. I mean,
well, we'll get to the core numbers here in a little bit.
Yeah. Personality number.
The personality number.
Yours is 0. I bet.
Well, why don't you explain what the personality number
is? The
is?
personality number is the first impression people get on you. It represents the parts of yourself you are most ready and willing to reveal. It helps determine just how much you reveal and to whom. So it acts as
go ahead. No, go ahead.
It acts as a buffer.
No, go ahead.
Screening. Now, some people in situations, apparently mine doesn't have a buffer or a screener because here I am sitting in front of you.
Yeah. So
you cock ass. But anyway, that's pretty much what the personality number is. What you reveal.
And how do you find the personality number? Okay. Sum of all I got it, don't worry. The sum of all the consonants in your name. So for any of these that deal with your name, you got to use your full birth name. So maiden name if you got one, middle name if you got one. Very good. So that's the sum of just the consonants, no vowels.
Yep.
And yours is what?
I think that's okay. That's what. Okay, 8, 1, and a 3.
You cannot have 3 personality numbers.
I don't think I wrote that down.
Yeah. So your personality is a 3. It's listed on your paper there under personality number.
There it is. It's also a 3.
Mine is a 22. So you've got a lot of creative child, unless you were misreading your shit.
No,
you got several 3s. You're good. And 22, master builder for that one, for my personality. Because I am like a brick shithouse.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Next.
Your heart's desire number. It's pretty much the reasons behind your actions. What you really want in life and love. This is where your heart's desire comes into play. It signifies the reasons behind the choices you make in all aspects of your life. From your job, your career, your relationships, and the burning fire within. I would go get some ointment for that, if that's the case.
The heart's desire, also known as the soul urge number, calculated using all the vowels in your name.
Just the vowels.
And yours is?
5.
And mine is? Let's see, what's yours is 5?
5.
So yours was the dynamic force. Very good. Mine is an 11 for soul urge. Heart's desire is an 11.
Gotcha.
Oh, how about that?
It's pretty tasty.
Go on. I promise the calculations get easier as we go. The most important numbers are kind of tricky to calculate, but then there's some that are like, if you add up a 1 with this...
Well, it's probably sounding confusing as shit, so...
I'm
Numerology.com...
So listen to this episode over and over again until you've got it. And then create several accounts and like the video with each.
Subscribe on each.
So that'll do it. Yeah.
That'll... And pass it to...
And that'll help you figure...
Friends and family.
We'll calculate the number of subscribers and determine what our audience number is.
Right now it's a master number. We're like 22.
Yeah. It's like a low 22, I think, subscriber number. So let's try to get that up to master number 33.
Let's try.
Or... if we could sum it up, maybe like if we get 81, we got a 9,
There you go.
If we can get 81 subscribers by, let's say, end of the day, if we can get up there. I think it's a lofty goal, but...
Up next is the birthday number.
Easy one. Easiest of them all, really.
It's pretty much the day on which you were born.
Yeah, it's the day of the month that you were born.
Yep. I'm, once again, 3.
21.
Reduced?
No.
You don't reduce this one.
For the birthday number, you do not reduce, even if it's a master number. Well, whether or not it's a master number. So, for that, on the website on numerology.com, it's explained on there what each day of the month means. So for this one, you don't reduce. So like if you were born on the 26th, that's a 26 is your birthday number. And there will be an explanation on there. I didn't write all those down because that'd be a whole lot more paperwork and stuff to cover if we read off through 31 days. But you can find on there exactly what your birthday number means. Again, I found mine to be pretty accurate.
And it pretty much just reveals certain talents that will eventually find its place in your life path.
I think the least important of what they call the core numbers. It's the least influential of them. The core numbers being all the ones that we've talked about thus far.
Well, it pretty much ties into your life path number. So it's like a...
It's like a little complimentary side.
Coattail rider.
Yeah, it's a side of gravy with the biscuit. Makes it better.
Biscuits.
Keep the jelly.
Next up, the balance number. Balance number is considered a minor influence, such as the birthday number. That is until your personal life is off balance and you must rely on more heavily on that number. So your balance number is the numerical value of the initials of your full name at birth. Meaning if it's WJW, that's mine. So.
Right. So yours would be what?
515.
5. Yeah, you fucked that one up, didn't you?
No, 515.
This one over here, yeah, 515. Yeah. So yours would be.
So I did not fuck that one up.
Right, but what would that be added up?
11.
And do you reduce that one?
Negative.
Are you sure?
To to a single digit.
Yeah, to a single digit, even if it's a master number, for the balance number. So no matter what it is, even if it adds up to a 22, 33, or 11, reduce that to a single digit. So yours would be 2. The all-knowing.
Accurate.
Nope. Also, I should note it's explained much better in relation to each number, the meaning of the numbers. Like if your life path number is a 1, rather than just the definition of 1 being the primal force and the positives and negatives, it explains how those impact your life path. So, again, for more information, check out that website or go to your local library and get laughed at. Because, I mean, if you generally, if you, I mean, look, 1, stop going to the library. They're done.
No.
2,
actually, I went not too long ago, and
terrible.
it was nice. I like the smell of books.
I bet it was empty.
It was empty. I had pretty much the whole library to
You had
myself.
the run of the place. Librarian wasn't even there. She got laid off.
She left a note. So I'm like,
You just had to throw a brick through the window and hop in.
yeah. But I got in, nonetheless.
Yeah, you're in there regardless. Anyhow, you can probably find books on numerology at your local library. Support your local library.
And it's definitely interesting when when you start digging into it, but there's a lot to learn on it. So, like, we've just touched the iceberg on...
Tip of the iceberg is the expression.
What did I say?
You fucking ate.
What did I
You
say?
said you touched the iceberg.
We touched it.
The tip. You only touch the tip.
Just the tip.
That's the way this show goes.
Just the tip.
Touch
That's
the
all
tip
you get.
and we
That's
get
all
to
you
the end
get.
of the show.
Clean off
We-
those ash
we
pans,
make our way.
touch the tip, and we're done. But no, moving on. The next
Anyhow,
number is
yeah, the information we're given here is a real thin baseline, and we're by no means experts. We've studied up on this for maybe a week here and there.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of information, and
But I
it's
do
all
want to
better
keep
explained.
researching. I do want
Yeah, I kind of want
keep
to
cramming my head full of...
if we did have a library here.
We do. It's by Village Hall.
Nope. If we did, no, we do. I want to see about picking up a book on numerology and getting a full explanation of it.
Yeah.
But anyhow, the basic, just kind of calculating your numbers. What's the next number?
The sun number,
The number of the
SUN,
sun.
brings our high-level characters and categories. Them into 9 groups, similar to astrology's 12 zodiac signs. Let's see.
So, like you said, similar to Zodiac, but this is only 1 through 9. So again, if you end up with a master number, you don't keep that. You reduce it. So that kind of puts you in a category similar to, like, if you're born in this month, you're a Pisces. In this month, you're an Aries.
So it's 5, I believe.
It's
4, 3.
Similar to that. So that's the sum of your birth month and the day. So, like, if you were born, we'll say January 15th, that would be 1 plus 15, so 16. 6 plus 1, 7.
Gotcha. So mine's a 7. Okay.
That's not what I said.
What is 7? No, I just said 7.
No, yours, 4-3.
Yeah.
So mine being 421 is 7.
You're 7 as well. Look at that.
More or less.
What is 7?
What are you
What is
talking
7 on the...
about? 7 is a king. No, it's the seeker.
We are seekers. So we have one little thing in common. Dick ass.
Unshowered ass.
Optic brief.
So what else? What
Final number that I have is the hidden passion number.
Yes.
Yes. Numbers that appear several times in your name.
So this one's interesting, though.
Yeah, this one
the
is.
calculation. It's the most frequently occurring number in your name. So if you chart out all the numbers in your name, yeah, you can talk in a second. I gotta explain the calculation.
Go
asshole.
ahead.
Fucking unshowered.
Optic grief.
Optic queef. Loser. Fucking.
Optic grief. Nice.
So you assign a number to each letter in your name, and then whichever one occurs the most is your hidden passion number. But you can have more than one. So, like, if you have an equal number of 5s and 4s throughout your name, you've got a 5 and a 4 as your hidden passion. So they both apply.
5 and 6.
Yours is 5 and 6. Mine's 5. But let's talk about what exactly the hidden passion number is. Okay. Go on.
Oh, you're through talking? Okay.
No, I was done. I was going to let you do your half of the show.
You did my half.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's pretty much, it represents the specific field of expertise, your talent, your hidden talent, tailored just for you prior to being born. So 5 and 6 on mine.
Yeah, interesting that you can, I believe this is the only number that you can have multiple numbers for that assigned to that, because the numbers can actually tie. So mine, not tie. You know who you are. We're not shouting you out.
Yeah.
I know you said you wanted a shout out. No.
Number 8.
Yeah, you fucking
take a shower.
Probably unshowered.
You haven't tried optic reef, have you?
You need to get that optic reef, buddy. Fucking stank ass. Mine being a 5, so yours was what, 4 and 5?
5 and 6.
Oh, 5 and 6.
Yeah, so
that's different.
Another thing in common.
So dynamic force and the caretaker. I could see you as the caretaker. You're always taking care of those biscuits.
Biscuits. Mustard and biscuits.
Gross, dude.
What is a 6?
The caretaker.
What's 5?
Dynamic force. Yeah. So you are a hurricane of goodwill, I guess. I think is the way to describe you. It's the only way you could put up with this show. You just got to be a lot of positive, because I'm coming in mean
or intoxicated. One of the two.
Well, I think both.
Yeah.
Just like the hidden passion number, you can have more than one. You can be a nice guy and drunk.
Nice drunk. I'm a nice drunk.
Typically.
But yeah, I do want to research a lot on numerology.
We talked about off air, of course, when we do most of our talking. Is this how this kind of ties in with reincarnation, maybe the butterfly effect? Some kind of
we tied it together like
predestiny.
4 or 5 shows we could tie in with numerology.
Almost everything we've talked about thus far kind of fit into this, because say your parents named you something else. If instead of Waylon, your parents named you Henry. That's going to change up your numbers across the board, pretty much. And maybe you were born a day later. So that's going to fuck up Henry Wilcox, born on April 2nd.
Yeah.
A day earlier, whatever. The numbers change. Would you still be who you are? Do you think you would still be, I don't know, say that changes a 6 to a 7. So you would no longer be the caretaker based on your numerology chart, but do you think that would change you?
I think
something else?
I think the name itself would change you, your personality.
Because if given a different name, it's going to alter alter the calculation of your numbers.
Yeah.
So are you then the same person?
Yes and no.
The same.
I think you're influenced.
The same soul?
I think you're influenced differently. You're the same soul, however,
the way that you, I guess, behave is going to be altered.
Yeah. So,
which is interesting, because like you said, with the butterfly effect, if they did name you something else, that changes you.
Thank goodness not Henry.
Oh, God.
I mean, like Waylon's
Henry. Ugh.
Different.
Waylon's bad enough. Henry. Yuck. What an 8.
No, y'all backwards. But yeah, I think that's an interesting theory, that we get to choose our names. We
talked about that too. That
we kind of like subliminally put in our parents' brain, like
Is there some kind of predestiny that
dream
you're going to be named this?
Yeah.
And that also kind of ties to the butterfly effect, that no matter what changes are made, you're going to be named that, because that's the person that you're going to be in this world, because those numbers correspond.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So there's a lot there, other than just finding your numbers. There's a whole lot to ponder.
Yeah.
A lot of what ifs, but.
Well, speaking of which, I want to ponder.
Do not touch me.
I'm going to kick back. I'm going to go to touch on.
I wish you wouldn't. The iceberg.
Just the tip. I'm going to ponder just the tip. But no, I was looking at my tattoos the other day, just admiring the tattoos, and
We get it. You've got tattoos.
wow.
Doesn't make you cool. Take a shower.
You know what?
No, go ahead. Don't take a
Can I
shower at my
continue?
house. No, go ahead. Also,
I'm going to take a shower at your house.
damn it. Don't use
your
my optic reef.
But no, I was looking at my tattoos and the numbers. I have several numbers in my tattoos.
Mhm.
And on my left arm in the owl, there's a 9. And I have 48 on the opposite side of the arm. 48's the number that I've seen since I was a kid, like everywhere that I look.
Which is interesting. Before you go on, explain. You see 48 a lot. Are you supposed to be seeing 48, or does that mean 12, which
That's
would be
where
3?
I'm going into, yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, go on
And
with
I
what
think-
you were saying.
Fucking dick. You know master numbers. What's the dick number? You're like
I don't know. It's got to be 11.
Yeah.
Because that comes up twice for me. I am
2
kind of mean to you.
ones. You're not mean to me.
Sure I am.
I take it with a grain of
Treat you like garbage on this
nothingness.
show, but go ahead.
Fuck ass. That's why our numbers are down.
Ah.
So no, the
circle.
9 and the 48, and you actually brought it up. And what if it's supposed to be reduced to a 12?
Which would be 3.
3. Which
The creative child again. Which comes up a couple times
Yeah.
for you. Because you're a child.
Yeah.
Well, go on. So, 9 and 48.
9 and 48.
And you said that 9's important to you as well, isn't it?
9.
That comes up in a few different aspects of your life, right?
It does.
More personal things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mostly the number of completion, wisdom.
Oh.
But I was thinking of a certain birthday, the 48 being a 12 and a 9, 9, 12. I won't get into whose birthday, but kind of blew my mind.
Someone very close to you, their
Yeah,
birthday is
yeah.
September 12th.
September 12th, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Was it like what did it go back to, like fate and predetermination and stuff like that? So it's just one of those wow step backs.
Mm. But, do you have any other tattoos?
I have several tattoos.
You know, what we
but I won't
noticed.
get into my tattoos because you don't appriote art.
You're right.
I'm the creative
I'm
child.
more into
You-
music, and you are the creative child of art. See how they bounce off each other?
Coolio's greatest hits.
So, did you find online the thing that we were talking about when you multiply certain numbers of birthdays? It a lot of times comes back to 9. Was that something you found on the internet?
No,
or?
I was being bored. It was
So you did that at random?
yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that, because that's weird as shit.
That is pretty weird.
A lot of birthdays. I mean, we've only really done it with birthdays from the 1900s.
Yeah.
You know, if you're...
With 2000s, you just
if you're a
keep the
passionate-
zeros out.
Whatever. Anyhow, yeah, we found that if you add up your birthday...
Multiply.
No,
Each-
yeah, if you multiply
each number. Yeah. And then
and
reduce that number.
Right, reduce that number without including zeros. So, like, if you were born 1990, it'd be, January 1st, 1990.
It will
1
reduce
times 1.
to 18, which is reduced to a 9. All of them reduced to an 18, and then you could reduce it to a
They don't
9.
all reduce to 18.
No.
January 1st, 1990. So, 1 times 1 times 9 times 9. Leave the 1 times 1 times 1 times 9 times 9. Leave the 0 out. 81. 8 plus 1 is 9. So it doesn't necessarily go to 18, but
Yeah,
they
8,
pretty
1.
much all go back to 9.
And what tripped me out,
We're not saying all of them, but all the ones that we tried, we did this with like 6 or 7 different birthdays.
Yeah.
All of them reduced to 9. I don't know if that means anything,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
pretty-
interesting that
it's pretty not creepy. It's pretty cool.
I mean, maybe we're just grasping at straws. We're just throwing numbers at it however we want and going, oh, look, that's 9.
And me and the
'Cause-
nephew even broke it down to 4 without reducing. What was mine? Like 6048. His was 6840.
I
Yeah.
think. So
What
the
the-
same when
and
you
then reduced it.
when you add them up to reduce it,
So-
that's the same numbers.
It's some Goodwill hunting stuff right there.
I guess
We could buy a huge
again,
chalkboard. You could mop the floor, you dirty bitch, and
I'm
we could
showered.
solve some math.
9 being global awareness, or like you said, wisdom, completion, ejaculation.
Yeah.
So we've all got a little. We've all got a little of it. But try it with your birthday. See what comes up, because we tried it with several. Mine, did my brother's. Just threw some random numbers together. Donald Trump's birthday.
Yeah.
Just find a birthday and add it up like that. You multiply every number together.
Obama's
ignore any
June 6, 1966, 666, and then
is that really his
no,
birthday?
it's
Yeah.
not.
All right, asshole. Yeah, multiply each number together. Do not include zeros, and then add up the result of that.
Yeah. And it'll be
Should
9.
reduce down to 9.
Yeah.
Should be.
Well, a lot of scientists and a lot of not scientists but philosophers, dragons.
Oh, philosophers.
Say the universe is ran on numbers. Everything's number. Everything
Mm-hmm.
ties in with numbers, and maybe it's one code that no one has broken yet.
That could be.
Life is a code that has to be broken, and then if you break it, you pass on. You're like,
what a
and then
reward.
you drop over dead.
I understand. Yeah, that's enlightenment for you. I get it now. And you just vanish. You just turn to dust.
So I'm not going to dig too deep.
Knowledge is power.
Well, yeah. Do you have anything else for numerology?
That's all I've got for numerology, champ.
I
Interesting shit, though. Something I want to learn more about.
Yeah, I
Something
definitely
that
want to
I
do more research.
totally underestimated. I thought it was going to be kind of silly. Because I don't really take too much to heart horoscopes.
No.
Like, for example, I'm a Taurus, but usually I'll read mine. Yeah, that's right. Usually I read mine and I go, yeah, that doesn't seem like it applies to me. And then it doesn't at any point
on the year
4th
of the
of July.
cock.
Oh.
But I definitely want to do more
Yeah.
studying up on numerology.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all we have for tonight.
That's what it is for the evening.
Yeah. We hope you have a great night.
We're sorry that Waylon didn't have an opening story or open the show.
We could have made one up.
No,
We could
I
have.
think let's avoid that for a while.
Next episode. Okay. All right.
All right. Well,
That is it for numerology.
subscribe to the YouTube channel,
Like the page.
please. Share with your friends.
Give us negative
Everybody
comments.
you know. No. You know who you are.
What a
Cut the shit.
Yeah, cut it off. Cut it off. Knock it off. Cut it off. We don't care what you do.
Why don't you
Do something with
drop the act?
All right.
But again, thank you for joining us, and a good night.
Good night.
Fuck Waylon.
Brandon's dude.
Damn it.